If you're flying this summer, there's a new airport rule you need to know first. It's catching travelers over 60 off guard at security right now. It's called TSA Confirm ID, and without one specific card, it can cost $45 to reach your gate. Most folks don't find out until the checkpoint, when it's too late. It's not a scam. It's a real rule enforced this summer. The same license you've trusted for decades. That's what triggers the fee now. So stay with me. I'll show you every way to skip it. Number 6 is a card a lot of seniors already carry and forget. And number 1, that's the mistake costing folks our age their flights at the gate. Number 10, what the $45 fee actually is. You walk up to the checkpoint with the same ID you've used for years. You hand it over without a second thought. And the agent says something you've never heard before. Here's what changed. On February 1st this year, TSA switched on a new system called Confirm ID. If your ID isn't a real ID and you don't have another approved card, they no longer just wave you through with a quick extra check. Now there's a price on it. $45. To prove you are who you say you are. I'll be honest with you. The first time I read the rule, I checked 3 official pages before I believed it was permanent. It is. Carol, 68, a retired bookkeeper from Tampa, learned it the hard way. Same license for 15 years. The agent told her, "That card isn't real ID compliant, ma'am." $45 later, she made her flight. Barely. Your defense. No, this is a real national rule, not one strict agent at one airport. Before you pack, flip your license over and look for a star in the top corner. Don't assume anything works the way it did last year. That's the rule itself. The next one is the part almost everyone gets wrong about how long that money actually buys you. Number 9, the 10-day clock nobody explains. You pay $45 on the way out. Now you're bracing to pay it all over again coming home. Don't. Here's the part that surprises people. That fee isn't a one-flight charge. It buys you a 10-day window. Pay it once on departure, and your identity stays verified for the trip back, as long as you're home inside 10 days. Most seniors never hear this part, so they panic and budget for 2 charges they don't owe. 1 payment, 10 days. Think of a couple flying from Denver to see the grandkids for a long weekend. 6 days, round trip, that's 1 fee each, not a charge in every direction. They almost paid double for nothing. Your defense, count your trip length first. Under 10 days means you pay once. Keep the confirmation. You'll show it again on the way home. Tell your travel partner so neither of you overpays in a panic. Magic phrase, I already paid Confirm ID on the way out. I'm still inside the 10 days. That clock saves you real money, but the next one decides whether you pay anything at all. Number 8, who doesn't pay a dime. You're traveling with a grandchild this summer, and now you're wondering if that little one needs $45 too. Here's the good news nobody bothers to mention. Children under 18 flying with an adult don't need an ID at the checkpoint, and they don't pay the fee. The charge is built for adults who show up without a compliant ID. So when you picture the cost of a family trip, it's the grown-ups you're counting, not the kids. And here's the thing for our generation specifically. A lot of us travel with family now. Adult kids handling their own IDs, little ones tagging along. Frank, 70, a retired machinist from Buffalo, talked himself into a knot, worrying about fees for 2 grandkids. The agent waved the children straight through. His own license was the only one that cost him. Your defense. Kids under 18 with an adult need no ID and pay no fee. Relax on that one. Each adult is counted on their own ID, so sort yours out first. If a teen is flying alone, check that airline's separate ID policy ahead of time. So the worry is really just about you. And the next one is the easiest way to take that worry off the table completely. Number 7, pay it from your kitchen table. You're standing at the counter, line building behind you, fumbling to pay a fee you didn't expect. It doesn't have to go that way. Here's what the TSA won't put on a billboard. There's an online payment portal. You can pay $45 in advance from your kitchen table days before your flight. Honestly, I think this is the smartest move on the whole list, because when you pay ahead, you walk up already in the system, and the agent just verifies you instead of running a payment while the line stares. I've watched these rollouts before. The security fees back in 2008, the scanner changes a few years ago. They always go smoother for the folks who handled it the night before. Diane, 70, a retired nurse, did exactly that before a Chicago trip. Paid online, printed the confirmation, walked through in under a minute while the day of crowd waited. Your defense? Search TSA, confirm ID on the official TSA.gov site, pay there and nowhere else. Do it the night before, calmly, not in the airport parking lot. Print it and screenshot it. Don't count on airport Wi-Fi. That's how you skip the scramble entirely. The next one is a card a lot of seniors are already carrying without realizing it beats the fee. Number 6. The card most seniors already carry. You're reaching for your wallet, already braced to pay, but the answer might already be in there. Here's what frequent flyers know that most people don't. The fee doesn't only bow to a real ID. A DHS Trusted Traveler Card counts too. Global Entry, Nexus, Sentry, even an enhanced driver's license, if your state is one of the few that issues them. Any one of those? And you walk right past the $45 charge. And this is so common for our generation. A lot of us signed up for Global Entry years ago for one big trip abroad, then forgot it works on domestic flights too. A couple in their late 60s from Seattle had Global Entry the whole time. They'd been bracing to pay a fee for a card already sitting in their wallets. Your defense: open your wallet right now. Global Entry, Nexus, or Sentry all count. An enhanced driver's license works if your state offers one. If you have it, you're done. No fee, no real ID needed. Magic phrase: here's my Global Entry card. That counts as an acceptable ID. That's a fix hiding in plain sight. Quick question: when did you last actually look at your license for that little star? Most seniors find out the answer at the worst possible moment, the checkpoint, and grab the free printable version of this list. It's linked right below in the description. If this is helping, hit subscribe. The second half has the day of mistake that's quietly making seniors miss their flights. Number 5. The passport in your drawer. You're picturing a trip to the DMV or another fee at the airport. Meanwhile, the perfect card is sitting in a drawer at home. Your passport. Here's what catches people completely off guard. A valid U.S. passport, or the wallet-sized passport card, counts as acceptable ID right at the checkpoint. No real ID needed. No $45. And for travelers our age, this one's almost free money. Most of us have a passport from a cruise or an overseas trip years back, just collecting dust. Edward, 72, kept his locked in a safe so it wouldn't get lost. He paid the fee twice before his daughter pointed at the obvious. Now it rides in his carry-on on every domestic trip. Your defense: if your passport is unexpired, it skips the fee. Pack it for domestic flights too. The passport card is cheaper and fits your wallet. An easy backup: check the expiration date before you lean on it. That passport is a quiet lifesaver. But the next one is what happens if you skip all of this and just hope for the best. Number 4. What happens if they can't verify you? You figure you'll just pay the $45 at the airport and breeze through. Here's the part that should make you pause. Paying the fee doesn't guarantee you fly. It buys you an attempt, not a promise. If the TSA still can't confirm who you are through their questions, you move into extra questioning, and in some cases, you don't get through the checkpoint at all. Here's the mechanism most people miss. They ask you knowledge questions, old addresses, past records, to prove you're really you. For folks our age who've moved a few times, those answers don't always come quick. Walter, 73, a retired contractor from Phoenix, lost 20 extra minutes because he couldn't remember a zip code from 2 houses ago. He made it, but it was close. Your defense: give yourself a cushion. Get to the airport a solid 30 minutes earlier than usual. Bring any backup ID you own, a Medicare card, a credit card, anything with your name. Stay calm and answer slowly. There's no penalty for taking a breath. Magic phrase, I'd like to verify my identity through Confirm ID. What do you need from me? That's the risk almost nobody warns you about. The next one is the trap that's quietly costing seniors weeks of their summer. Number 3, the DMV deadline trap. You decide you'll just get the real ID and be done with it. Smart move. But here's the trap. You can't always get an appointment this week. Since this fee started, DMV offices in a lot of states have been booked solid for weeks. So the senior who waits until the trip is near ends up paying the airport fee anyway because the real ID can't arrive in time. This is the same pattern I've watched for years. A deadline lands, everyone rushes at once, and the calendar fills before the people who need it most can get in. Eleanor, 69, a retired florist from Sacramento, tried to book 2 weeks before her flight. Nothing opens until the following month. She paid the fee for that trip, but locked in her appointment for the next one. Your defense, book your DMV Real ID appointment now, even if your trip is months away. Bring your birth certificate, social security card, and 2 proofs of address. If the trip comes first, pay Confirm ID online for now and still keep the appointment. Magic phrase, I'd like to book a real ID appointment. What documents should I bring? Beat the rush and you beat the fee for good. And that brings us to the one ID that ends this whole problem forever. Number 2, the one ID that ends it for good. Every fix so far has been a workaround. Here's the permanent one. A real ID. It's your regular state license or ID card, just the new compliant version with a small star marked in the top corner. That star is the whole game. Real ID has been required for domestic flights since May of last year, but millions of Americans still don't have one, and a huge share of them are travelers over 60 who renewed by mail years ago and never updated. Here's what gets people. The machine doesn't care that you've flown 30 times. It only reads the star. A retired teacher in Ohio told me he'd renewed online twice and never once noticed he was missing. 1 star would have saved him the fee every single trip. Your defense. Look at your license right now. A gold or black star up top means you're set. No star means you'll pay the fee until you upgrade, so handle it early. Upgrade in person at the DMV. It can't be done by mail. Magic phrase. I'd like to upgrade to a real ID, please. Here are my documents. Get the star and the $45 disappear for good. But there's one last mistake that costs more than any fee on this list. Number 1, the day of mistake that costs the flight. Stay with me. This is the reason I made the whole video. The most expensive mistake isn't the fee. It's showing up on travel day, assuming the old license is still fine. Because the fee takes time. The questions take time, and the line doesn't pause while you sort it out. That's how a $45 problem turns into a missed flight problem. Here's the pattern I've seen 3 times already this year. A senior arrives the usual 90 minutes early. Plenty in the old days. Then the ID gets flagged, the payment gets processed, the questions get asked, and the doors close while they're still at the checkpoint. Margaret, 74, flying to a grandchild's graduation, missed her flight by 11 minutes over exactly this. The fee she could afford. After graduation, she couldn't get back. Your defense. Settle your ID days before. Real ID, passport, or pay. Confirm ID online. On travel day, add a full extra 30 minutes if your ID isn't compliant yet. Never assume it's always worked carries into 2026. Magic phrase, my ID isn't real, ID compliant. I need to start Confirm ID right now. That's the one that truly hurts, and it's completely avoidable with one look at your wallet before you leave home. Now, after 3 decades around airports, I can tell you the rules haven't gotten harder for travelers our age. They've just gotten quieter about who ends up paying for them. But this $45 fee isn't the only charge quietly draining seniors at the airport this year, and the next one has nothing to do with your ID. Check out next. It's on the screen right now.